Hey, welcome and Merry Christmas. This is Terry White with Design Your Life, the show that hopes to inspire you to step outside of your comfort zone and do whatever you want to do. I have this year, I've kept it simple.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not. But come on in and take a little tour. Things have been a little crazy this year, like they were last year, but that sort of inspired me to work with the things that I had. Supply chain issues have affected me in a business standpoint, in a personal standpoint. So that's one of the reasons why I chose to sort of keep it simple this year. Come on in. I have a party coming up, and I've set the table already, everything but the chairs. But this is not going to be too much of a talking show. I'd rather my intrepid producer, Emily, walk around and introduce you to some of the spaces. And I'm here, off in the background, if she wants to ask a question. Come on in.
Okay, so Terry, I see you have reindeer at the table this year.
Well, this group of people, I didn't want them to clump together in their traditional clumps. So I have a little bowl here with all of the reindeer names that they have to draw from and then match it to a place to do a random mix-up of people.
Oh, okay, so nobody knows who they're going to sit by until the last minute.
And
I like
hopefully there'll be some interesting, wonderful conversation.
What about the wine?
The wine is an Italian wine, and it's a winery that I visited not too far from Venice. If you want to get a little close-up, it's Firewood, and it's a wonderful, wonderful blend by a lady winemaker, which I think is kind of wonderful and interesting.
Shout out to the ladies.
Yes.
Okay, and I see your Nutcracker Collection.
The Nutcrackers will always be here. I just collect them and I like them and I think they're fun and funky. First one I got, I was about 15 years old, and it's sort of been a passion ever since then.
Do you do it when you travel, or are they local?
Mostly from places that I have been to when I travel.
Okay.
There are a few that I got just because they were pertinent to the people who live here in the house.
I see Steven's over here to the left in the
Yeah,
left
Stephen
corner.
loves lights, and he also loves shoes. So I have
okay.
the cobbler.
Oh, cute. And then of course you've got your tree here.
And again, trying to keep it simple and trying to work with things that I have.
This is Terry's Simple, everyone.
Got little Rocky again this year, our little Rockefeller Rocky. But really, it's just lights, pine cones, and some greenery, sprayed gold to give it a little bit of a pop. But it's sort of a tradition that we always have a squirrel and acorn tree, because I spend most of my life in the garden dealing with squirrel damage or acorn accumulation with all of the oaks and things that I have. So I always pay tribute. Later in the year, I'll be cussing them, cussing them severely. But come on in. This is the living room, and when it's too cold to build a fire outside, I build a fire inside. But again, keeping with my theme this year of simple, elegant.
Yeah, I love this. The stockings and the pomegranates even. I mean,
And
who
if
would have thought?
everything is on clickers or timers in the house, and you see over here
Coming.
my collection of clickers.
Oh.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Your Christmas clickers.
I just pick them up and punch buttons until something comes on. I'm not in charge of electricity. And then we have the candle tree, which is a tradition. I have not put the wax candles on it yet, that we will burn on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But we do, with a fire extinguisher, of course, we do burn live candles.
That's amazing. I love that tradition. I think it's really beautiful.
Well, it's beautiful. In the meantime, we have candles on the tree that are LED that have a little clicker on them.
And I see you have a moss garden on the table.
Well,
Like,
you know,
right?
moss always has to make an appearance somewhere in my life. And this year, we probably won't be using this table for actual seating, although I don't mind putting a few plates around and leaving it. Add a few votives,
Yeah.
color it done.
Yeah, I love that.
The flat moss came from my garden. The moss balls came from one of the craft stores, and these moss pillows are moss balls that I have just mashed with my hand down to make more pebble shaped.
Oh,
And of course, Ollie's here.
yes. Let's find Ollie. Oh, yes.
Another one of our traditions
It's about to give somebody a hug.
for our children visitors.
I love that. And then you have a beautiful outdoor tree, which we'll show you shortly too.
Yeah. And here we have my firewood tree. It's next to the fire pit that we use to heat outside when we're sitting here. And I just thought it would be a creative way to always have firewood here and not have to constantly go to the fire pit.
Just grab it off the tree.
Yeah, just grab it off the tree and replace it and keep
love that.
replacing it.
I love that.
And there's nothing more beautiful than a Christmas card of a white snow-covered tree with just cardinals sitting in it.
I love
And that
that.
was sort of my inspiration.
I love that.
Thank you for watching and enjoying, hopefully, my home during this 2021 Christmas. I hope that I have inspired you to do something a little different. Don't do the same every year. One of the things that you might notice when Emily is showing you all of the trees, I didn't put tree toppers. I just wasn't into any kind of sticks or berries this year for no reason. Just wanted to change it up a bit. So hope you enjoyed it. Let us know if you have any questions about specifics. If not, just subscribe, watch, and enjoy.